comes to driving movies, can this one reinvent the wheel? You're watching Beyond the Trailers review of Drive.
There's some guys that want me to do a job for them, and I'm not gonna do it.
What is that you got there? One of those men gave you that? What's the job? When you get your money, his debt's paid. You never go near his family again.
Drive is based on James Salas's 2005 crime novel, a film noir actioner torn from the same pages-turned-celluloid of Fight Club and Out of Sight. But because of that quirkiness, Universal Pictures was unable to get the film off the ground initially as a starring vehicle for Hugh Jackman. So, producer Mark Platt had to think outside the studio and approached Ryan Gosling, an actor known as much for flying in the face of Hollywood as his acting prowess. Platt wanted Gosling for the lead role so badly that he even allowed him to pick the director. Gosling, true to form, picked Danish filmmaker Nicolas Winding Refn, who'd recently done wonders for fellow thesp Tom Hardy with Bronson. Now, what studio would be willing to distribute a film noir actioner that didn't feature any big stars? Remember, back in 2010, Gosling didn't have any Crazy Stupid Love buzz. But Film District had faith. The newbie distributor has been aggressively acquiring genre properties, such as Insidious and Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, in hopes of making a name for itself quick. And while they're currently 1 for 2, they're doing a bang-up job with Drive. The film made a huge splash when it premiered at Cannes, and the critics are already salivating. Add to that a sexy ad campaign and Gosling's current hype, and Drive finds itself in the best possible position to race to the top of the box office. But can Film District really pull off the impossible and sell an art house movie to the mainstream? Fight Club couldn't do it, and neither could Out of Sight. But both films turned out to be defining moments in the careers of everyone involved, so at the very least look for Drive to kick Gosling and company into high gear. That is, if they can capture the attention of those who do see it. Let's go find out if it does. Is Drive too artsy for its own good?
No.
Oh, no, not at all. I love these kind of films.
For me, it was artsy enough.
Oh, good.
Yes, because I love art films.
I personally don't think any movie could be too artsy for its own good.
Okay.
I mean, I appreciated it for that reason.
I liked it. It was a little slower than I think most mass audiences would like.
I like the pace of it.
Yeah.
I like the landscape of LA, the darkness.
Well, I felt that it was a little too slow.
Okay.
Like, it could get slow at times, but like I said, the cinematography of it kind of kept me interested.
I'm not really into cars or anything like that, or the Fast and the Furious movies at all, but this I was loving every second of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't like an action-packed kind of a thing. It was more of... a lot of the actors were very quiet.
To me, it was very interesting to have such a quiet character who doesn't emote a lot in such a violent movie.
I like the violence, but treated in a nice way, in a smooth way.
I hear this movie's kind of gory.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did that throw you off at all, or you were like...
It was a nice surprise.
Usually where places most movies would cut away,
They make you watch.
they let you watch.
Yeah, it could get gory at times. I mean,
Does that work with the film, or do you think it was gratuitous?
maybe at some points it was a little too much. Mm-hmm. Like, not saying that I couldn't handle it, but like it was just really fast. Like you didn't expect it, and it just happened.
I think whoever the director is, he's going to be great. He's the next Quentin Tarantino.
Really? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes.
Ooh, that's quite the praise.
Yeah.
So what makes this movie so great? The director or the actors?
I would say a mixture of both.
What made me want to come see it is that I do like Ryan Gosling. I think he's a good actor, so I like keeping up with his stuff.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
All right. Is he the next Brad Pitt or Edward Norton?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Maybe a little bit of both.
More Edward Norton. Brad Pitt is very pretty. I think he's very attractive, but he's not a pretty boy. He's got a really interesting face.
Do you think this movie will make Ryan Gosling a star?
He is a star, isn't he?
Well, like a main star. Like he's kind of on the fringe right now of Hollywood.
He can clearly act.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares whether he's a star.
Do you care?
I don't care whether he's a star.
This movie has incredible hype. Does it
Yeah.
live up to the hype?
I would say yes.
I didn't really know of its hype,
Yeah.
but if it did have a hype, I'd pretty much say that.
Are you going to now add to that hype? Are you going to go around? Yeah.
Probably. I'm probably going to go home and talk about it.
What do you say to that person out there, the mainstream audience, who's like, I don't know, maybe it's too artsy?
No, they should come and see it, because it's really something exceptional, I would say, yeah.
I think that if people come and see it, I think that they should, but it's, you know, it's going to be a surprise for them. It may not be exactly what they think.
What do you give the movie on a 1 to 10?
10.
A 10.
I give it a 10.
I'm going to give it 9.
A 9?
Probably like a 7.
10.
Sounds like Drive not only lives up to the hype, but is one of those movies everyone is going to be talking about, with audiences overall giving the film a 9. I'm Grace Randolph reporting from AMC Empire 25, and I hope you'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.